All right, let's go work on my car. All right, so here she is. Her name is Midnight. She is a 2017 Vita Golf R with a stage 1 tune, making about 380 horsepower. I've had her for about a month because my dad got a 2019 Golf R, so he ended up just gifting me this car, which was super awesome. Obviously, super excited and super happy that I did that. I'm absolutely loving it. I've done some body work so far. There's a deep scratch right here, which you can probably see the outline of, but I did end up filling it in and everything, and I'm very happy with how it looks. There was another really big scrape right here. You can see sort of the outline of it. I painted it, cleared it, and then polished it, obviously. And right now, it's not super clean, but it's also not super dirty. But today's project is we are going to be working on the rims. So we're going to jack up the car, take off the rims, and then we're going to sand and paint them. So I did a test coat yesterday on this, and I'm actually really happy with how it's looking. I love the style, I love the look, I love that it's a little bit matte, so I'm really excited for this. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the ratchet that I used yesterday to get that wheel off. And yesterday I used the ratchet smaller than this, and this whole entire piece snapped in half. It was crazy, actually. All right, so let's see. We can just start with this guy. Well, to obviously turn that way, and then we're going to come over here, grab this for extra leverage, obviously, put this over here. Great, and we're just going to get these loose on the ground before we jack it up. Now, one of the reasons this is not taking that much effort is because I took these off yesterday, and I literally just tighten these the same way I'm loosening them right now, so the amount of pressure is roughly the same. Now these should be significantly harder. We'll see though. Oh wow, actually no, not at all. That's awesome. I'm actually really glad it's not harder. That's awesome. There we go. All right, we can go and put this away for right now. And we will come over here. I need the safety pin to go through. There we go. All right. Let's see. I'm actually going to go put my phone down because we're not going to need it. Take a sip of coffee. What I need is a jack stand. I got these yesterday. These are the Husky standard ones. These are legit. I love these things. About 55 bucks after tax and all. All right. So now let's see. If I go... All right. So that's in there. Now we can go ahead and just keep jacking up the car. Probably do 2 more full ones. So I really don't jack up the car that often. Actually, this is only my second time doing this. So it's still you could probably say a fairly new experience. And we're just gonna go like that. That should give us enough clearance on this side. Because that's the frame, yeah. All right, now let's see if we can get this. Nice and easy wins the race. Now, is that all the way off? Yes, it is. That is at a good point. Yes, it is. Perfect. Now we shall go to the other side with the jack stand. Actually, this is a jack. This is not a jack stand. What am I talking about? All right, here we go. We'll get this guy over here. Alrighty. Let's get back into position. Where is my point? I think I can do it from right there. we are going to actually lower that one so that way they match each other. All right, nice and easy does the race. That sounded interesting. Nope, that's on there. All right, great. And that tire's off the ground. Perfect. Now it is time to take off the rims. All right, we'll go ahead and start with this guy over here, since I already know a little bit about what to expect. There we go. There's that. Now, you can grab this rim and just pull it off. And we will just rest that right there for now. Now let's go to the other side. There we go. All right, now let's see if we can take this guy. That was crazy. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we'll wheel this guy over here. Actually, this one is the one that's actually really clean. So what I'll do, because the reason I'm repainting these is because they were already scuffed up. You can see a little bit of this one. There was scuff there, scuff there, scuff there. This one's not scuffed up at all. So what I'm probably going to do is spray it, wipe it down, do a light sanding, and then we'll go paint them. And grab my detail spray, and we will grab a decently dirty towel. I think there's a better one over here. Also, coffee sip break time. And we are going to go ahead and do this. Just going to give these a nice, good wipe down. Alright, now this one's actually getting pretty clean, which is what we want. Okay, bro, can you stop rolling? Grab my really clean golf shoes. Oh, sorry about that, buddy. What am I looking for? Screwdriver, and we'll do a hammer just to make it dramatic. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy to pop out. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Those go there. That one's wiped off. We need to sand that one. This one is not wiped off, but it also has already a coat of paint. So I will grab this towel. Alrighty. I think I'm going to keep them matte. So when I bought this paint, this is the paint I bought. It is soft charcoal matte. And I also bought this gloss, but what I'm thinking about doing is just doing matte. Like, it really looks good. All right, we're gonna go and stand this guy up. And we're gonna roll this out here to where I'm gonna paint. We are going to paint, let's see, the wind is going, it's going this way. So we'll go over here. So that way it doesn't get on anyone's stuff. All right. And this one already has a coat. So we're not going to do a super heavy coat, but I just want to make sure it's even. So we're obviously going to get the inside now. We'll get this again. We'll get all the spokes one more time. Look at that. Now that looks sick. And honestly, if I have to do a little bit to the tire to get the overspray off, I'm not too worried about it. All right, so we're gonna grab, I had a sheet of it yesterday. I don't wanna have to open the next package of these things. But we're looking for 1,000, and I only really need one sheet. Let's see. That's 1,200, so 1,000 should be near the end. There we go. I'm actually going to pull 2 pieces because I have 4 rims, and one of them's already sanded. It only took me about half a sheet of paper. And we are just going to wipe it off from all of the, I guess not sawdust, it would be metal dust, sandpaping dust, sandpaping dust. Now that's a new one, guys. Never heard of that one. And we will go over here. Now, with one thing we have to remember is what tire is on what side. So this is the rear left, and that is the rear right from yesterday. That is looking awesome, actually. Yeah, so they are actually quite a bit different. I really like that matte with the color of the car. I think it works really well. There we go. That's a good first healthy coat. We'll actually go and hit this guy again. There we go. I feel like that's a good, and we'll just do a touch more. Perfect. All right, that's a good first coat on 2 of them. We'll leave this out here. Man, I should really be wearing gloves. We'll leave this out here, and I will catch you guys when these are dry. Alrighty. Alright, so now that the rims are dry, first of all, I'm so happy how they look. I mean, look at this. It looks so good. Now it's time to put them back on. So, we'll take this, go over here, like that. Okay, so technically it's on right now. Obviously, it's not tight. We'll grab this. We'll grab our first bolt. I just need one of these to start. Okay, that one started. Wait, did it? No, it didn't. What the heck? Okay. Oh, because it's not the right pattern. You dingus. That's the right pattern. I was looking at it, I was like, one of these bolts doesn't align. There we go. Guess what? When you do it the right way, things just work. I'm trying to be careful with the paint, obviously, that I literally just put on. That's perfect. Then we'll go to this one. Okay, so this one has a lot of tension, so we'll have to do that one with the ratchet. And what I like to do is, so I'll put these on, obviously, like I am right now. Then I'll grab the rest of the ratchet and I'll do it hand tight with the ratchet, put on the other rim, get it hand tight with the ratchet, lower the car, and then I'll fully torque them. So where is that, speaking of? It's right here. Let's see, so we're going to do this way. Actually, we'll start with this one because this one's still loose for some reason. Then we'll do this guy. That's good. We'll do this guy. This guy. There we go. Alright, perfect. That one's back on. Then what we can do is we can grab this badge. And I believe... Perfect. Love that. Sure it doesn't fall. That's still moving. All right. All right, so let's see where... Actually, it looks to be right there is the lineup. Let's make sure this is the right lineup. It is. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so you can see that's flush, That's flush. That's flush. That's flush. Yes, and yes, perfect. Perfect. All right, where is my jack? Here we go. Perfect. And then we will very, very slowly look at that. Oh, and we're gonna go. Alrighty, let's do this again. Alright, so now what we're going to do, just to make sure that everything is done right and is tight, we're going to put this on here, and we're going to give everything just a nice little, like that. Perfect. All right, that rim is done. Perfect. I love that. So here's the originals, right? A little bit more glossy. This looks awesome. I actually am really happy with how this is looking. Look at that, dude. So if you come over from the car and you're like, hey, yo. You're like, hey, yo, bro. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that's looking, actually. In the right lighting, these will look even better. Right now, it's a little bit weird lighting because you have a really bright source and you have a dark source, so it's making very contrasty, which still looks really good, but it's just not normal lighting. So I'm really excited about this. All right, the last thing for these is we got to put back all our caps. Perfect. We get the last 5. All right, that is the first 2, and we just have 2 more, and we'll be chilling. Let's see. Yeah, this would be right. Guys, do you see the problem? Ay, ay, ay. All right. Now that I've successfully jacked up the front of the car and actually broken all the bolts loose, now we can actually get started. That was so funny. I jacked up the car and then I was like, I have not loosened the bolts at all. And obviously that does not work. So that's sort of funny. Perfect. Then what we can do, pop this guy off. Wonderful. And we'll lay him right there for now. I wonder if I'm still going to need the... nope, shouldn't need it. That's awesome. Pop this guy off. What the... There we go. Alrighty. I'll go lay this guy right over here. And they are ready to be sandpapered. Where is my other sheet of 1000? Perfect. All right, perfect. Now I'll go wipe them down, and I'll catch you back when we're spray painting. Here we go with the second rim. Alrighty, now where that's drying, I will go ahead and throw the second coat on this guy. Alright, now that both rims are done being painted, I will go ahead and wheel this guy back into the garage, and we shall let them dry for about 15 minutes, and then we'll put them on and we'll go for a little drive, see how they look. Alright, let's see. Go ahead and put this guy down right here, and I will see you guys when we're putting them back on. Alrighty, the rims have dried and they look awesome. I'm very, very happy with how they look. And now it is time to put them back on the car. Come on. Perfect. All right. Now we'll go throw in their center caps, and then we will go ahead and put the car back on the ground. Now we're going to do this extremely slowly. There we go. Might hear a little crack from the other side. That's not good. Okay. Good, it just adjusted. That guy out. And then we should be good. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and do the final tightening, and the project will be complete. I already love this look. It looks so good. You can see the matte gray with the black. Oh, it looks so good. Tightening right there. Same thing with this one. Nothing crazy. Just a good tightening. Perfect. And that was really loud. And we'll put this back on here. And then that's it. Obviously we have to put our little bolt covers on, but other than that, we are done. Man, look at these. These look so good. I love these so much. Look at that. That is awesome. Cool. Well, this was a really fun project. And probably in the future, I'll be doing more projects on this car because this is sort of my project car. It only has 147,000 miles, but there's still a lot of stuff to do. So like this happened to it, so I'm going to tape this off. I'll throw some paint on there and I'll polish and buff that. This dent, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. There is clear bra on it, so I might take the clear bra off and then see if I can touch that up, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the dent out, and I'm not really caring to go to a body shop because I literally got this car as a gift, and I sort of want to keep it as an inexpensive car, not as an expensive car, so I'm willing to give on things like that. But other than that, this car has really come together. Like I said, it's pushing right at 375 horsepower, 380 horsepower, somewhere in there, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm really, really, really glad that I got the rims done today. So this has been fun, and I will happily catch you guys in the next video.